Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Therapy Tip Tuesday. My name is Mr. Nick, and you can find me in the Stony Brook office. And I know a lot of you are going to be very upset over this, but this is my last Therapy Tip Tuesday video. It's been a ride, it's been real fun, but let's get into it. So, today I'm going to be talking about the do's and don'ts of fluency. But first, what is fluency? Fluency is basically a fancy word for stuttering, a cluttering. People who experience a lot of hesitation, pauses, gaps in their speech, they're having trouble getting the words out, right? So, our goal in therapy is to basically improve fluency, right? Reduce the rate of disfluencies. We don't fix it. And why don't we fix it? The reality is that everybody, typical speakers, everybody, they experience some degree of disfluencies here and there. But the question is, when does it come disordered? It becomes disordered when the person who is experiencing these excessive amounts of disfluencies starts to develop all these secondary adverse behaviors to it, meaning that they're avoiding things. They're avoiding social situations. They're avoiding interacting with unfamiliar people. Maybe they're kind of covert and they're not saying certain words because they know it triggers their disfluency. So we teach these people strategies to limit their disfluencies and improve their rate and quality of speech. So today we'll go again into the do's and don'ts. So let's talk about the do's first. So whether it's your child, your family member, your friend, know that it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to talk about the person's fluencies. Your family member or friend or child will appreciate your interest in the subject and they'll be more comfortable speaking around you. Our next do is use a slow, smooth, relaxed rate when talking to your child or your friend or your family member, right? And have them try to model the same, right? A lot of improvement for fluency is all about reducing tension in the speech system, slowing everything down. So that leads me to the next point is to speak in smooth, simple, short sentences. The longer the sentence, the more breath support somebody needs, the more taxing it is on the speech system, which isn't necessarily good for somebody who experiences disfluencies, right? So you keep everything nice, short, concise, and relaxed. The quality and rate of speech goes up 100%. So it's important to listen to your child or your family member. It is important that your child knows that they are being understood, right? That positive feedback. You're engaged in the conversation. If they start experiencing a disfluency, you don't glaze over or lose attention. You have to pay attention to them, know they're being listened to, and it's going to help, boost their morale 100%. So, my next do is try to slow the pace of your household, minimizing the levels of excitement. A lot of people who are experiencing stuttering or any kind of disfluency, they live in or experience a lot of high stress environments. There's a lot of things going on at home, a lot of activity, and that just increases anxiety, right? And anxiety is one of the highest causes for disfluency. So you want to keep a nice, slow, and relaxed household. Another do to support fluency is that it's okay to acknowledge when your family member or child has difficulty speaking. You can say you had a little trouble getting that out. Nice, calm, accepting manner. You want to keep everything positive. It's okay to acknowledge that they're having disfluencies. Once again, helps them feel a little more comfortable. So, my final do is do not be afraid to say, I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you said. No matter how much trouble they had getting the words out, like I said, it's important that they are understood, right? You don't want to guess what they said and then mess it up, and then that's just going to make them feel worse about themselves, leading to these secondary behaviors like avoidance and things like that. And that's what we're trying to limit. So let's get into our don'ts. So our first don't is try not to finish their sentence or fill in words for them. Nobody likes that at all. Nobody likes words being put in their mouth, right? So let them finish what they have to say, get everything out. You listen. That's your job. You're listening to what they have to say, right? Okay. Like I said, we don't want anything negative. So we're gonna avoid also the constant suggestion saying slow down, relax, take a breath. Obviously these don't work. If they did, they wouldn't be having the disfluencies they are. It's not the right way to go. And like I said, nobody wants to be interrupted 24/7, leading to those negative emotions, right? Next don't is wait patiently until they are finished speaking. Maintain eye contact and try not to look embarrassed or alarmed, right? If somebody's having a really hard time getting their words out, you want to look unfazed by this, just like how you look if you're talking to a typical speaker who's not experiencing the rate of disfluencies that they are, right? You want to make them feel comfortable, like they're not, like a better term, from another world or something like that, right? We want everybody to feel comfortable, right? Talking to everybody. So next one is don't talk in an exaggerated, slower than normal manner. The person can understand you, and you don't need to extremely slow down your speech for them. So this is not to be confused with relaxed speech, right? So in other words, don't talk like this to them, right? That's not going to do anything. All that's going to make them do is feel probably dumb, like you assume they don't understand you, which they understand everything you'd say. All right, it has nothing to do with that. When I say relaxed manner, it's kind of like how I'm talking to you guys right now. I'm talking calmly, I'm talking slowly. My voice is staying at a nice level. I'm not talking loud. I'm not talking in a whisper. Just nice and calm. That's what you want to do. So, don't interrupt the person when they're speaking. This way, make them feel more rushed and cause more disfluencies. Once again, this leads to anxiety, which increases disfluency, and we're trying to limit that. And also, this will also cause them not to want to speak. And this goes to what I was saying before, avoiding those social interactions, right? We want everybody to speak and be heard. And our last don't is do not criticize or correct the speech. You can model back what they said in a fluent manner, but rephrase their words with your response. But do not do this in a criticizing way. So you could rephrase what they said, like I said, in a nice, smooth, calm voice, right? But you want to keep it positive. You don't want to call out and be like, "Oh, let's try saying it like this. Let me do it for you, not do it like this." Just rephrase what they said, like in a normal voice. You know, you don't have to make a spectacle out of it, because that will just lead to more negative feelings. It's important to keep everything positive, right? Positivity is a must. You want everybody to feel included, and you want them to feel that it's okay if they stutter here and there. Once again, as a pathologist job, speech pathologist job, we'll give strategies to help reduce these disfluencies. We can't fix them. Like I said before, everybody experiences disfluencies every now and then, and it's okay to be disfluent. So, closing, I want everybody to have a very good new year. I'll be looking forward to see everybody around the office. Have a very good rest of your night. I hope you found these do's and don'ts very helpful.